And we are live. What's going on,
What's
ladies and
going on?
germs?
God damn you.
You know
What's
you
going
love
on?
me.
What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Jeremy, and I'm with my partner in crime and cohort, David.
What's going on, everybody? This is your boy David, aka Phenomenal Miklo, and we are here. This is the first episode of the Zeonizer Podcast. Bum, 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 bum.
He's so handsome, isn't he? He's so gorgeous.
Oh, thank
Sexy
you.
man.
Oh,
Sexy
stop,
man.
but
So
continue.
sexy. Okay, this episode is this I was gonna say this episode is brought to you by, but we don't have a sponsor quite yet. But when that time comes, I would be making that personal commercial sponsor announcement. But until it comes, I just got this to say. Thank you guys for tuning in. Listen to us ramble. Three guys, grown ass man, rambling over stuff that many people don't want to really listen about. We have a third guy, but he is MIA currently. He'll hop on when he gets ready. His name is Jerry, by the way. Really cool dude, very chill, relaxed guy. You'll love him. I love him. David loves him. Everybody loves him.
Yeah, he's so cuddly and lovable. It's kind of hard not to love the guy. Um,
Yeah.
Only hiccup is he is far on the east coast, whereas myself, I'm far on the west coast. And then our buddy, good buddy, the oldest of us all, Mr. Jeremy, he's actually smack dab in the middle, in Central Time. So it's gonna be kind of hard, maintaining times. But through the power of friendship, we can overcome all. So without
I don't know why. I don't know why whenever you said power of friendship, I almost said earth, wind, fire. All your powers combined. I am Captain Smartass.
I love you because I was going for the same thing. As you guys can already tell, I mean, me and my buddy Jeremy, as well as our buddy Jerry, we go back quite a few years. So these personalities that you guys see, I mean, we're like this every day that we get to talk to each other. So,
Yeah,
so
every day.
it's all fun. It's always fun. So
It's fun and games. It's okay.
without further ado, we're gonna
Let's
go into some topics that we feel. So the whole idea for this podcast, right, is because we as grown adults, who grew up in the 90s era, right? We
mm,
love what we love. You know what I mean? We love Power Rangers, we love Star Wars, we love Marvel, we love DC, right? We love anything that touches our hearts as well as the inner nerd in us all. So we got together,
and
threw in some ideas.
we're also huge gaming addicts. Like if there was a kind of like an AA group for gamer addicts, we'd be the first motherfuckers in the front row.
Oh yeah, without a doubt, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But
So
at,
let's get started, man. Let's get started with this.
let's get started.
Yep.
First topic, man. It's the most popular one, and it's the 30th anniversary of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers season 1.
Once and always.
Once and always, man. So what do you feel, man? Like what do you expect for
Man,
this season, for this 30th, anniversary of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, bro? Because I mean,
my God.
you were older than I was when it first came out, so you were actually able to remember everything that came out of it. So I didn't get to watch until a couple of years later, but by
Okay.
then we were already in a whole different season. So let
All
let
right.
me get your hot take on what you feel about it.
Okay. A few things. First of all, you didn't have to go off. You didn't have to go that far and announce to people how freaking old I am. I appreciate that much. Secondly, seeing all the OGs back together. And yes, I say OGs for anyone who's listening. Yes, Rocky, Adam, Aisha, Billy, Catherine. To me, OG always will be. Um, and this, yes, you have Amy Jo, Kimberly, and you have Austin St. John, also OG. Uh, Whenever I first saw this as a kid, believe it or not, I was still watching VR Troop. I was still watching the VR Troopers, and I was still watching other cartoon shows like the Ghostbusters, the animated series, which is still probably to me one of the best animated series ever, which is the Ghostbusters animated series. And I got one day I got bored with it, and I walked into the den, and yes, I grew up in a house with a den. Okay, my mom said, "Hey, Bubba, come here." I walked up to my mom and said, "What is it?" And I saw these five teenagers in these bright color costumes and flipping around and hiya, and it caught my attention. The next thing I know, I'm watching the whole thing. It's a recording. My mom recorded it on VHS. Damn, I'm old. Um, but she recorded the VHS. I watched it. So whenever I first watched that, I got so amused. I got so just caught up in it. And Ghostbusters didn't really exist to me until I was like 10, 11, 11 years old. Um, but watching Once and Always, I'm not going to lie. I'm a grown ass man. I'm 35 years old. I'm going to cry my ass off. I don't care. I am not ashamed of that. Okay. I'm going to cry whenever I first see these people come together after 30 long years. We've been begging. And if you're listening to this podcast, you're not a Power Ranger fan, you guys will understand. We've been begging for this for so many years,
Yep.
and we finally get it. We finally get it. And here's the thing: there's just so much going on. It's not so much I'm excited for the plot and the story, and watch it. I'm mostly excited because this brings back a lot of awesome memories as a child and as a kid that I have playing the playground. Who's fighting? Who's going to be Tommy? Who's going to be Lord Zed, a Putty, or whatever? Just a lot of positive memories, and at the same time, it's going to be super upset because Green Ranger will be in it. And for some of you who've not paid attention to social media, who's not paid attention to the Frank family, sadly we did lose Jason David Frank in November of last year. Uh,
Yep.
Still, some of us are still in denial. Some of us are still hurting and still, um, in pain about this, including the Frank family, Jenna and Tammy themselves. And my heart goes out to them. My love, my prayers, my thoughts, all to the Frank family.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Same here, man.
we grew up watching the Power Rangers, including Jason David Frank, who played Tommy, and Mighty Morphin, Zeo, Turbo, Dino Thunder, and what was the other one? Yeah, Mighty Morphin. Yeah, Green and
Mm-hmm.
White Ranger. Um, just being able to watch these. Oh man, people think I'm old. These actresses and actors are in their 40s and 50s, and I'm mostly excited just to relive that nostalgia because ever since we caught the news of JDF, I have not been able to watch the seasons of Mighty Morphin, even Zeo, Turbo, and even Dino Thunder because just the loss hurts me so bad. I can't manage to watch it.
Yep.
So watching Once and Always, I am more curious about the storyline. What brought them back together? Is it a reunion or is it like there's something evil in the works that brought them back? Um, is there going to be Zords involved? Is there going to be a cameo involved, like we see in the screenshots? Adam and Aisha, are they going to play a role? Are they going to be SPD Rangers? Are they going to be just there as support characters like what Billy was in Zeo? Um, I'm just excited. I got all these uh, scenarios and images in my head of how it's going to play out. I cannot wait till April.
Yeah, man. Me neither, bro. I mean, wasn't trying to put you on blast, but it's like, growing up, watching, because believe it or not, when I actually was able to get into uh Power Rangers, I was actually watching big bad Beetleborgs, you know?
Oh my god,
And
bro.
since back in the day, right, when Channel 7, ABC, right, when they had the ownership of Power Rangers to be able to put it on their, TV, on their channel, right? So waking
Mm-hmm.
up early Saturday morning, right, you would tune in on Channel 5 or whatever channel to watch like Yu-Gi-Oh and like Digimon and different things like that, and then you'd switch
Oh
over
yeah.
around like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and it would start with Big Bad Beetleborgs, and then right after was Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. So growing up and watching and transitioning, I was like, oh, cool. Like, I was a big fan of, Big Bad Beetleborgs, and, I was also a fan of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And then learning that, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the entire concept of Power Rangers in general, at least the Americanized versions, came from Super Sentai, which was a Japanese based
Correct.
show based out of what I believe the 70s, like late 70s.
Yeah, about 75 or 76, I would believe.
Yeah, so the fact that the person who owned it was Ham Saban, right? And he
Yep.
was a big fan of Super Sentai, but he wanted to bring those shows and that action and that energy basically and bring it over to America, and he was able to successfully do so because otherwise we wouldn't be having 30 plus years you know in Power Ranger history. So watching Power
Yeah.
Rangers as a kid, like wanting to be the Red Ranger, my brother being the Green Ranger, every time,
Mm-hmm.
it didn't matter good, bad, or evil, and then with the
Oh
addition
yeah.
of Jason David Frank in the beginning, kind of middle of season 1 of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, it was just things just took off at a whole nother level, because now you have 6 Rangers, and nobody's ever had, at least on an American superhero team, 6 complete heroes, especially one with an evil backstory. I don't think they've ever done
Yes.
anything at that time, at that specific time, especially in the mid 90s. So just seeing everything and watching it, man, it just blew my mind and it made me hooked, you know, to this day. Like I'm 28 years old as of right now, and I tell you when I
Oh, happy
see,
birthday.
oh yeah, thank you. Kind of late. You're a little month late, but it's all good. Um,
Oh well.
uh, at least you remembered somewhat. But just even now when people tell me, oh yeah, hey, even my family, hey, do you still watch Power Rangers? You're damn right I do. Why? You're too old
Yeah,
for
I
that.
get that a lot.
Look it.
I get that. I get that a lot. I don't mean to cut you off, my man, but I
Yeah.
get that a lot. Like the only person who understands me and why I watch Power Rangers is because it is a link to my childhood as a little tiny Jeremy is my mother. Because deep down, I am not kidding you, my mother still watches Power Rangers because to her it is a memory of how I was as a kid,
Yep.
and it's so cool. It's so cool because her favorite Power Ranger season has always been space. She just loved the feel. She just loved the thought and the concept of Power Rangers in space. Because she always wanted, as a kid, always wanted to go to space as a kid, and it just best thing ever happened to her. So when people say, "Oh, you're 35 years old," which by the way, I'm 35 years old. Okay, yeah, big whoop. Want to fight about it? Um, I'm 35, and I still love Power Rangers. Yes, I still like Pokemon and Digimon and all the things that I watched in the 90s because that's what makes me the most awesome and charismatic and caring person I am today. And I'm
Yep.
not worried about growing up too quickly because I know I have that inner child. And as long as I have the inner child, I know how to have a good time.
Exactly, man. And especially growing up with Power Rangers, every week there was a new lesson to learn. It wasn't like when you were watching Digimon, okay, they're just fighting a whole nother beast, another whole nother
Yeah.
evil, Digimon, or when you were watching like Pokemon growing up, it wasn't, oh, Ash is just gonna, you know, back when Ash was the best Pokemon trainer ever on the planet. Okay, and you had Brock and
No, he's
Misty.
not. He's not the best. He is the best. Yeah.
Exactly. Okay. So don't argue with me. Don't at me. All right. The original team: Ash, Brock, Misty. I said my piece on that. Okay, but yeah, so but it's not like, oh, okay, Ash is gonna go to this one gym and fight to get this Pokemon badge. But it was each week there was a lesson. They taught you to overcome your fears. They taught you to be kind to each other. They taught you, hey, don't ever give up. And it was always a different lesson to be learned. And it was just, you know, at
Yep.
that moment in time, it was just pinnacle of teaching.
It was also like for anyone who still watched Power Rangers, especially season 2 to season 3 in Zeo. After the end credits, we were always treated with blooper reels.
Yep.
So that's another thing I appreciate as a kid because I always thought they were serious. Like they go and fight the bad guy, clock out and go home. You know, I watch them laugh and carry on and mess up the lines. Some of them on purpose. Being silly off camera, on camera. That made me feel as okay. They're human. They're like me. They know how to have a good time. They're not serious. And
Yep.
they don't like to scream at cameraman calling them stupid. Christian Bale.
I knew you were gonna throw that in there.
I
So
was. I was thinking about it.
so yeah, man. I mean, it's just a whole nother time to be alive. And then now here we are, 30 plus years later, and you have so many great seasons, and some that aren't
Mm.
so great, quote unquote. Super Mega Force. I'm saying my piece on that for a different episode, but you have so many different seasons, and when it came down to the original team, it's nice to see that because we've had our fair share of Adam being brought back in. We've seen JDF or Jason David Frank be brought back in. We've seen Kimberly, we've seen Austin St. John. You know, um, we've had certain characters come back into the fold with Power Rangers over the years, but up until now, you've never seen David Yost outside of Zeo, Power Ranger Zeo. Once he left Power Ranger Zeo's
Yeah.
for his own reasons, we'll get into that at a
Yeah.
whole nother time. But once he left
Yeah.
Power Ranger Zeo, that was it. We never seen
Okay.
him. We never heard from him. Yeah, he would show up at a Power Morphicon or a Comic Con every now and again, once in a blue moon, but you've never seen him.
He did this. He did the same thing Amy Jo did. Amy Jo went under the radar for a while.
Mm-hmm.
She would always show up in certain conventions with JDF only, and then Aisha, and then sometimes Walter. But she kept her privacy and her peace, just like David Yost did.
Yep.
And when David Yost finally, because I didn't know as a kid, because you have to understand as a kid, we didn't understand the real reasons why he left the show. We always thought he got wrote off,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And as a kid, we're hoping, oh, space, oh, Lost Galaxy, oh, Lightspeed, not Lightspeed, Galaxy, oh, SPD. We were
Mm-hmm.
hoping he would come back. He never
Yep.
did, and that worried us because as a kid, whenever it got to Mystic Force around 2008, 2009, I think. I thought he died. I shit you not. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not kidding. I thought he died. I hadn't heard from him. I haven't seen him. I haven't heard anything about him. And I was worried. And then, further on 2012, 2013, I saw actually no 2000, just 2013. I heard he was visiting a convention in Miami, Florida, and I was like, "Oh my God, he's alive!" And that took a lot of weight off me because I was freaking out.
Yeah.
But it's been so cool to see. He's done a lot. I mean, from what I heard, he did Broadway. I think he had his own um, one man stand up. I think I may be mistaken, but yeah, we will get into what happened on set another time. It actually disgustes me and it irritates me what went on behind set
Yep.
during the Mighty Muffin era. It makes me sick. For those of you who are listening who are Pirates fans, you know what we're referring to, what we're talking about. We're not going to air out his personal grievances, his personal issues. but later on, probably after we watch Once and Always, which we're going to try to watch Party Once and Always
Yep.
and get our initial reactions together, and then as soon as it's over, a day or 2 days before, 2 days after, we'll do a review on it, and we can't wait for it. Being super fans, ultra fans, seeing everything from Mighty Morphin all the way to RPM. I'm not going to mention Samurai because Samurai is the Ranger episode, the Ranger show I hated the most.
Yep. I agree.
Beyond that,
top 2 worst seasons there is: Samurai, Super Mega Force.
Now, okay. The only cool thing about Super Mega Force was there one episode where they changed. Okay, for those of you who are not following us, who are not Power Rangers fans,
Mm-hmm.
okay, we'll get into something else because we got lots to talk about: Marvel, DC, upcoming video game projects, which we can't wait to tell you what's coming out pretty soon.
Yep.
Super Mega Force is a team that can morph into. They look like pirates. Okay. From a Super Sentai, which by the way, the Super Sentai was much, much better than Super Mega Force.
1000% agree.
Okay. They can morph into Rangers, legendary Rangers of the past. There was only one episode I liked, is they morphed into the original OG Mighty Morphin. Red, green, white, blue, all that,
Mm-hmm.
That was the only episode I liked. After that, I could give a shit. I didn't care, okay? And Samurai was probably the most pointless season ever. Okay, made no sense to me at all. I watched 3 episodes. I was like, nope. Okay.
Yeah, I felt like they could have did better with Samurai. A whole lot better with Samurai, because even the Super Sentai version of it was still 1,000 times better.
Still, and here's the thing. After Samurai, I was initially excited about the new season, and they did a whole big reveal. If y'all remember, they did a whole big reveal just to find out it's Super Samurai. Like, honestly, like there's so many good seasons. There's so many good seasons of Super Sentai that need to be made an adaptation. And Power Rangers never got a chance. There's still 6 I can think of on top of my head. I know there's probably the same 6 that David's thinking of right now. That's still waiting in that adaptation lobby, waiting to be called to come make it a Power Rangers, version. Never going to happen. Instead, they made Super Samurai.
Yeah, I think we are thinking about the same 6. At least for me, when I gave Super Samurai a chance, but the moment that the dialogue was the same as the first season of Samurai, I threw in the towel, right? So then when they came out with Megaforce, I was like, all right, cool. I mean, they're obviously gearing for the younger audience. Let's not say that it was more for adults, but at this time, correct me if I'm wrong, Jeremy, but didn't Disney own the rights to Power Rangers at this time?
Did they? I thought they stopped owning the rights right around. Yeah, I think so.
Because I know after Super Mega Force is when they went into that battle, and I believe either Saban or Hasbro took over at that time. But we'll get into that later. But then when they came out with Super Mega Force, I was like, cool, they can morph up into these legendary Power Rangers. I'm with that, right? Be in mind, I'm a 90s kid. I grew up watching Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. So the episode that Jeremy's talking about, I was jumping on my couch because I was so excited for this. Okay. As the episode came out and I was watching and they morphed into it, I lost my shit. Okay. I had my bowl of popcorn. I was throwing popcorn all over the place. Like, I was happy. Okay. The only other episode that I liked from Super Mega Force was when they started transforming into the Super Sentai versions. Like they transformed into Jetman, Bioman, the original Turbo Rangers, which If y'all don't know, or if you're not like a Super Power Rangers fan, Turbo is not technically Turbo. That one's Car Ranger from based on the Super Sentai version. Okay, so they had Turbo, they had the classic Super Sentais that they made a quick appearance for like 5-6 seconds a piece with their special abilities, but still the fact that they
Mhm.
incorporated Super Sentai in this one episode, that to me was like, all right, well, they're at least giving a kudos to the previous history, you know. And so that's how awesome I enjoyed it.
Yep. So what's the next one?
I mean, you know what? Let's give the users, since we're on the subject of Power Rangers right now. How do you feel? And let's talk about it because they're gonna be releasing it hopefully sometime this year. Is Legend of the White Dragon, JDF's final
Oh
production?
my bro. Okay. First off, for the viewers, thank you for, like I said, thank you for tuning in. Yes, we talk a lot about Power Rangers. We apologize for crying out loud. It's called the Zeonizer Podcast for a reason. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Now, Legend of the White Dragon, JDF's heart and his blood, sweat, tears, his heart, and his freaking soul went into this movie. If y'all don't understand Legend of the White Dragon, at first this was a Kickstart. Okay.
Yep.
It's supposed to be like $50,000 to $100,000 for a miniseries. Instead, within a week's time, Bat and Son director, I forgot his name. What's his name? From Bat and Son. Forgot his name.
Aaron, I want to say.
I think so. I think Aaron. Yeah. He called JDF for like a week, a couple weeks later, because bro, we had hit 500,000, enough to make a movie.
Mm-hmm.
And the entire time, if you kept up with JDF on his Instagram, his Facebook, his Twitter, everything, he kept us updated each and every step of the way. And you can tell he was excited. You can tell he was repping it because he would always wear the Legend of the White Dragon mask everywhere he went. Okay. Now, Legend of the White Dragon comes out in March.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know when in March. They haven't set a specific date in March. In March. I really hope it's the first week of March. I'm really hoping that because if that's the first week in March, I'm able to get off work faster and easy enough and go watch it. But how they're going to do it is the question. Because me, Jerry, and David talked about this a couple weeks ago. Are they going to stream it on YouTube? Because Bat the Sun Productions is mostly on YouTube, or is this going to hit major theaters from around the country or around the world even? What do you think?
I don't know, man. I would hope that they bring it out on YouTube because, like you said, Aaron's or the producer again. We don't want to pronounce his name wrong or guess that it's wrong, but the main director and producer of Bat and Son on YouTube, his entire thing is on YouTube, right? So for me, I would love to see it on YouTube just because it's kind of what JDF was about, you know. I mean, is My Morphing Life, you could watch all the episodes on YouTube when they
Yes.
first came out. So for me, it was, and the reason he did that was because of the fact that he wanted to make it so that way you didn't have to pay to see him. Yeah, it's different if you're at a Comic Con, but even still, you know, the prices weren't entirely bad. They weren't expensive.
Right.
He went above and beyond for his fans, you
Now,
know.
now, now I think of it because I have YouTube TV on my phone. I think it's going to be on YouTube TV because there's a few movies on the YouTube TV, so I would imagine it's going to be that. But I would be shocked for any shot if it hits silver screen. I'd be really shocked. But
Yeah.
I'm not hoping because maybe on the phone will be whole lot easier and a whole lot cheaper. Because I don't think since COVID, no one hardly goes to movies anymore. Plus, with all the streaming services like Disney Plus, Paramount Plus, HBO Max, on all these big time streaming services, you know, who goes to movies anymore, right?
Yep.
But JDF, like I will say this until I'm blue in the face. He poured everything into this. We're going to see. He's talked about subjects, about certain subjects he can't talk about in real life, like pain, violence, struggle, self deletion, everything in
Yep.
this movie. He put his heart, soul, and his tears into this. Now, I don't care if I catch hate for this. I don't care. For the people out there who are shamingly blaming Tammy Frank for his murder, you people need to get a. I'm gonna drop the F bomb. I don't give a
Go
shit.
ahead.
You people need to get a fucking. You need to get a fucking life. Honestly, respect this man's peace. Respect the fact that he gave us the 30 best years in Power Rangers. Power Rangers season 1 through 3. Power Rangers Zeo, Turbo, Dino Thunder, and yes, even the Ninja Steel Special, which, by the way, the Master Morpher was a genius idea.
Yep.
I said what I said. Now, if it wasn't for JDF, if it wasn't for his character Tommy and the life lessons he taught us as a kid, I wouldn't be the man I am today. Yes, I never got a chance to meet him. Yes, I wish I was able to shake his hand, got an autograph, and just hear his kind words to me. It'd be awesome. But because of him and his will to carry on, he Instagram his especially his poems. You guys go listen to his poems. Holy hell, I'm
Yep.
not even joking. Uh, he taught us, and I tell my wife this, I tell my coworkers this, and I tell my family this. If you keep telling yourself you can't, you're telling your brain you can't. That way, your brain is sending signals to your body, and you're not going to do it. But if you wake up every morning, you tell yourself you can, and you will, guess what's going to happen? You will achieve what you're achieving,
Yep.
and you're going to achieve high glory. So I want to say that. I mean, JDF, he's going to be missed. And come PMC, I bet my entire paycheck for every year for my job um, that PMC is going to have some sort of tribute in for him.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, you hit the nail on the head. He gave everything that he could give. Blood, sweat, tears,
Exactly.
whatever he had,
Yep.
he gave it. So, and for those of you that don't know what we're talking about, PMC wise, it's Power Morphicon that they do, every once a
Every
year,
2 years.
2 years.
2 years. Yep.
It's the biggest Comic Con outside of LA, basically the LA and San Diego Comic Con,
I
and
think it's in Pasadena, right?
yeah, it's in Pasadena. It's based out of Pasadena, California, and it's 99% nothing but Power Rangers. So they get all the Power Rangers from previous seasons, backup actors, anybody who's ever made an appearance in a Power Ranger series and Super Sentai series. I believe they're trying to adapt this year. They they get invited and they get to show up to this convention. So
Which, by
and
the way, yeah, go ahead. Go
no,
ahead.
no, no, go ahead, go ahead.
Oh, which, by the way, me, David, and Jerry will be attending PMC in 2024.
Yep.
Uh, we're going to continue to bust out streams, episodes. We got a lot of good streams in plan for you guys today. Even if you don't know us, or you don't care about us, or even if you listen to us, we're still going to keep doing this. We're still going to keep grinding it out. But come 2024, I'm coming all the way from Dallas, Texas. Jerry's coming all the way from the East Coast, and David's already in Cali, so
Mm-hmm.
he's going to be already here waiting for us, and we're going to do a live episode where you can see our faces, you can see what we look like. We're going to play some games. We're going to talk about Power Rangers, Marvel, DC, everything that makes us nerds, and we're going to enjoy it. We're going to love life.
Oh yeah, can't wait for it to happen. We've been This is like like we've said before. This is like 3 years in the making. So we'll finally be able to be together to do this, have a great time, and enjoy ourselves. At the biggest convention there is, and if by the time things come around and we have a wonderful amount of you guys, and if you guys have the ability to go to this, I highly recommend you do that, right? You can meet us there. Hell, we'll even include you, might even include you into the podcast. Who knows? Right? It's a live podcast. Who knows what's going to happen? But until then, we're going to be dropping these episodes of the podcast, once a week. Still kind of working on the days, but I believe it's going to be Tuesdays, every Tuesday. And it's going to be released around, if I have to go based off of mine and Jerry's time, it'll be more 9 o'clock Pacific time, 11 o'clock Central Time, and if you're on the East Coast, it'll be around midnight. But do not fret, our dear children, okay? These video recordings will actually be, in recording, and they will be uploaded first thing in the morning. So if you're not able to stream with us and be able to be on us with us live, the recordings will also be uploaded. So do not fret, our dear children and our dear viewers.
Yep. We are all, yes, dear children, do not panic. Your saviors are here. Wait. No. We're not saviors. Cause no, we don't get paid that much. Okay, we're not saviors. All right, we're just we're heralds of the truth. I'm not even drunk enough, and I said heralds of the truth. The hell's wrong with me?
It's many things,
we
my friend.
we are going to try to post on many platforms, that way that this podcast, this streaming service, podcast service, whatever you want to call it, is on multiple services. So like Discord, YouTube, Facebook. We are currently we're currently in cahoots and discussing a Patreon, but we got to set that up. We are, look, just in a lots of discussion. We've been brainstorming, doing a lot of dry runs to see how we're going to do this. Super excited. We all three of us work our asses off every day while we at certain jobs. And we would come home. Of course, we're going to be tired, but then at the same time, we have a lot of unstored, not unstored, but stored knowledge in our heads. And the only way we can get it out is by speaking to you, lovely, awesome, wonderful people.
Yep, I agree,
So
my friend.
we got Once and Always out, and we got Power Ranger and PMC taken care of. So what's next on the agenda, my man?
The agenda, as we're rolling through, I believe we do have the DC universe, the new DC universe,
Oh my
not the
god!
old one. So, with the
No.
release of the newest DC movie, The Flash. Now, we all know how we feel about Ezra Miller and his shenanigans, we'll put it nicely. Okay? We're all
Yeah,
for a Flash movie.
I don't think you call child groomer shenanigans.
Yeah. Let's call it for what it
Anyway,
is.
continue.
This dude is a mistake for the Flash. Before it was released on all that he's done, I was okay with it, because you can't have a cinematic movie, uh, same character like Grant Gustin, who plays the Flash on the Flash TV show that you can watch on like Netflix and CW. Can't have him crossing over to the silver screen as much as we would enjoy that. But I digress. We have Ezra Miller, who is playing the Flash, and is he the right fit for it? I don't think so.
To be honest, I mean, if y'all have not seen the if y'all didn't watch Super Bowl, okay, which shame on you, because Super Bowl is the only day that we can actually judge and criticize new commercials and new movie trailers. Okay. Now, if you didn't watch the Super Bowl, that's fine. I understand.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But we got a glimpse of the Flash trailer. And at the whole thing, I can guarantee you, everybody is not excited to see Ezra Miller as the Flash. We were excited to see Michael fucking Keaton don the bat suit again.
Yep. Straight up.
And I don't care. I don't care if we have Ezra Miller fans out there listening to us. If you can hate me for all you want. I'm not going to lose a wink of sleep. Me being a father of two beautiful children, you can hate me all you want. Not going to care because Batman to me, Michael Keaton is just to me before the best Batman besides Adam West, of course. Best Batman ever. Um, you, I would if I go see the Flash movie, it's only because of Michael Keaton. If I have to bring my Nintendo Switch and only play games while Ezra Miller is on screen, I will. I don't care to see his face. I don't care to see his antics. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I'm only there. I'm only there to watch Michael Keaton as I just see him say, "I'm Batman" once again. Hell, I'd rather see George Clooney than
Oof.
Ezra Miller.
Now
Is
you
that
know you
bad?
messed up.
I'd rather see Nipple Batman than Ezra Miller. Okay, is that bad? I'd rather see Lieutenant Dan in a wheelchair than Ezra Miller. For those of you who don't know what I just said, I made a Forrest Gump reference.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't blame you, my brother.
Now the whole James Gunn. Now we discussed about James Gunn.
Yep.
Now the bad no he did. He removed Henry Cavill as Superman, and oh my God, DC fans worldwide had a bad thing to say about James Gunn about him dropping Henry Cavill as Superman. Still today, put a nasty taste in my mouth and the mouth of Superman fans all over the world.
Yep.
That man is always going to be our Superman.
Henry Cavill is an icon as being Superman. Okay.
Indeed.
Not
He needs to
only
be
is
respected
he,
all the time.
yes, he does. Not only is he a nerd at heart, but the fact that this man actually researched for the role when it came up says a lot. I mean, a
Indeed.
lot of, people, not to name names, George Clooney, Christian Bale, don't actually know how to be a specific superhero. Okay, they'll research as much
No.
as they can, but if it's a high priced role, they'll do what they can. Okay, Henry Cavill, on the other hand, as far as being able to play Superman, the Man of Steel, I actually like those movies.
Exactly.
You know,
It's like okay. I'm gonna make a cross reference here. I'm gonna leap from a different one universe to the other to make a point here. Okay,
go
look
for
at
it.
the Spider-Man movies in Marvel. Okay, Tom Holland did not play he played a really good Spider-Man, not a really good Peter Parker. James Garfield played an iconic, and I said it, an iconic Peter Pan. Not Peter Pan. What the fuck? An iconic uh, uh, Peter Parker.
Yep.
Okay, Tobey Maguire played both roles perfectly, and that right there is what Henry Cavill is in DC. He played a perfect Clark and a perfect Superman.
Yep. You hit the
Like
nail
I
on
said,
the
I'm gonna
head.
catch a lot of hate, but I don't care. I'm gonna catch a lot of hate.
It's all right.
And DC has so much potential with the new upcoming DC universe, and we've been begging and begging and begging for TV shows from DC like Smallville and Green Arrow and all those other shows to be included in the DC universe on the silver screen. We have that opportunity.
Believe it or not, I actually read an article the other day that stated, and we could talk about it right now, that stated,
Right?
and I quote, Green Arrow was not the start of the DC multiverse.
No, it wasn't. I agree with you on that one.
Okay. This is what the article
I
stated,
agree with you on
that
that one.
the start was for Smallville. However,
Yes.
the Green Arrow had brought together the multiverse as a whole. Now, how do you
But
feel about that?
now I feel I kind of understand it. because
Okay.
I watched Smallville, but I kind of lost my memory on it. But I remember it being a good show. Uh, Green Arrow, I was disappointed, but I was kind of happy. If that makes any sense for the show. For the show, I was kind of happy, but disappointed at the same time. Um, but now with this new DC slate, none of that matters no more.
Mm-hmm.
It starts. The Flash movie is the kickoff for the new DC movie. Okay, and then we got Shazam, and then we got Blue Beetle, and then we got more movies coming down the line. And probably the cool thing I think DC is doing better than Marvel. So we got phases, phase 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're going. It's like a comic book. Chapter 1 will be gods and monsters. Marvel, I'm
Mm-hmm.
sorry. Do not cry, do not weep when I say this, but that makes more sense than phase fucking 1. Okay, sorry. I mean, DC being the first comic I ever read, which was Detective Comics. It was the first comic I ever read. And for those of you
Mm-hmm.
who don't follow comics, Detective Comics is Batman Comics. Um, hooked day one. So I am more excited and I can't say I'm more excited, damn it, because Marvel's got some good shit. DC's got some potentially home run hits. I'm caught in the middle. I'm like a stepchild trying to figure out who to go with divorce, mommy or daddy.
Yeah, yeah. I'm kind of on the same level with you, man.
But let's break down these upcoming movies and what we think rating wise if they're going to bomb at the theater or they're going to succeed and be probably the bar that DC or Marvel has to pass. So
All
let's
right,
do that.
all right. Let's talk about it.
Okay, you go ahead. You start.
All right. So the newest one coming up, The Flash. Bomb, I think it's gonna be
Okay.
doing good.
Bomb.
Bomb. Okay. Is it just
Well, I
based
mean,
on Ezra
the only
Miller, or is it more based on
it
something
depends on
else?
how it depends. It depends. I mean, because it's 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I say that because people still support Ezra Miller and people still want him to be removed from WB entirely.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, it's called Google. Look it up. I don't feel like talking about it.
Yep.
But if anything, if it succeeds, if it does, it's because of Michael Keaton. It's because of Michael Keaton. It's because of Batman. Um, to me, the best Batman movie ever. Say what I said. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
your opinion is different from mine,
No,
but
I agree.
I think it's not gonna bomb. It's gonna make money. I'm thinking it's gonna make like 500-600 million at the box office. It's gonna be like Black Adam's $390 something million. It's gonna be like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna make money, but it's not gonna succeed. Now, Blue Beetle, on the other hand, I think is going to succeed.
See, now you got my attention.
Hmm. Yes, Blue Beetle is going to be a box office home run, and like we said, we're going to do our best to watch these movies at the theater. If not, um, try to provide commentary and try to provide our feedback, whether you guys should go watch it or whether you not waste your money on it. We're going to do what we can to let you guys know how it is.
Yep.
So, what about you, Dave?
Man. I mean, I'm excited for it. I'm really excited for Blue Beetle because every time they try to introduce Blue Beetle on any type of cartoon show, I feel
Yeah.
like they always get the best of each part and throw it together. So I'm excited to see how they actually decide to do this movie because to me, Blue Beetle being able to have, an alien type, let's say device. I know it's more of a parasite, okay?
Yeah.
Um on my back that allows me to have an abundance of weapons at my hand just by thinking about it. I mean, what's not to like about it? You know what I mean?
Yep,
So I
exactly.
enjoy it.
That's good.
Um,
I mean, I'm gonna enjoy it too. I mean, I'm gonna go. If I have to go to theater, it'd be the first time I've walked in a theater since Zombieland 2. But if I
yeah,
have
it's
to
been a
walk in a
minute,
theater to watch it, yeah, it's been it's been a hot minute. Um, if I have to overcome my fear of theaters after COVID, I will.
right?
To watch Blue Beetle because I've been begging and asking and wanting WB to do a Blue Beetle, and ever since they canceled Batgirl. Oh my God, I was hoping they were not going to cancel Blue Beetle. So gladly they're not.
Um, what other movies? Fury of the Gods. Isn't that one the Shazam movie? Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, wait. Yeah, you're
Shazam.
correct.
Fury of the Gods.
Yeah.
How do we feel about
Mm-hmm.
that? I have mixed feelings. I'm
Ooh.
gonna let you go first on that, and then I'll say my piece.
Oh. Okay, Shazam. Oh my God. Where's there not to say about Shazam? Okay, Shazam is a beast of a fucking hero. First
Okay.
and foremost, so almost in comparison to Superman. Just didn't Superman kill Shazam at one point? I may be incorrect on that, but didn't he kill Shazam at one point? Or am I thinking of Injustice? I'm thinking of Injustice. Never mind.
You're thinking of
Um,
Injustice.
yeah, I'm thinking of Injustice. I don't know how I feel. I didn't do much research into Shazam. I've been mostly looking forward to Blue Beetle and the new DCEU and worrying about the Marvel and the Secret Invasion and Secret Wars and all that. And the new video games are coming up. I didn't do much research into Shazam, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
So um, as far as it is, I hope they stay true. Like, and I know this is a long shot, and I know this is a shot in the dark when I say this, but I hope they stay true to the damn comic. You know. But what are your idea on it? Your ideas on it?
So okay. So this is how I feel about Shazam in general. Okay, you have Billy Batson, who is Captain Marvel. Damn it. Okay, this whole thing of he's Captain Marvel, he's Shazam. Okay, he was originally casted as Captain Marvel, not Shazam. So get your facts straight, people. Okay, he is Captain Marvel, at least in my eyes. Okay, so with that being said, I like the concept. Okay, the fact that Shazam or Captain Marvel, however you want to call him, can split his powers and share his powers. I like it. What I don't like is the fact that they want to talk about the children of Atlas taking effect into the movie. Okay? Now, it would have made much more sense if it's Fury of the Gods, if you include Black Adam into the Shazam movie, but that's how I feel about it.
Yep.
Okay? The whole purpose of Shazam is to be the hero against Black Adam. Whole purpose of Black Adam or Nth Adam, as they stated in the movie, is for him to be the villain for Shazam. Okay? Every hero has its opposite. I feel like they should have done that movie together. Okay?
But the exact thing is, if it skips Black Adam,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah, that's true too.
James Gunn. So we don't know if it's going to be the same Black Adam, or is it going to be a Black Adam from a different parallel universe? So
Yeah.
it could be either or.
Yeah.
But I still think, and I may be, um, you know, I may be, moving around too much whenever I say this, but the next 10 years, people, next 10 years or 8 years, 9 years, or however long DCU and Marvel's going to last, this is going to be a war, people. Maybe not. You want DC slaves? In 2025, 2026, we have Secret Wars. We have the Kang Dynasty, Avengers. Probably two most things I'm looking forward to in Marvel the most is Secret Wars and the Dynasty of Kang. Uh, and then DC, of course, we have Flash, which I'm on the board with that one. Blue
Mm-hmm.
Beetle, and then and the Creature Commandos of DC. Oh my God, I'm so on the fence of that one, but at the same time excited about that one. A chance to incorporate animation into live action. If y'all haven't watched James Gunn's speech about how he's now the co-president or co-owner, CEO, whatever of DC now. He's going to incorporate Creature Commandos, and it's got, get this, it has Weasel in it, ladies and gentlemen, from Suicide Squad. Now we all thought Weasel died in Suicide Squad. Not the case here, because we believe this is probably before Suicide Squad. So we get to see Weasel come back. Now, I actually liked Weasel in Suicide Squad. I was kind of upset when they killed him off. But it's a transitional through animation to live action back to animation. It's kind of like breaking the wall itself, you know. And that's going to be super exciting. And I hope they don't, screw up on it and pull a completely 180 and it sucks. I don't want that.
Yeah. So, the next movie that is coming out, this one's towards the
So
end
what
of the
else you
year,
got, buddy?
is Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Basically, the second Aquaman
Ooh,
movie. Now,
yeah.
I like Aquaman. Okay.
I'm not a big fan of him.
Okay. Well,
He's
this is
just
perfect.
SpongeBob. He's just SpongeBob with powers. Okay, he's just SpongeBob with powers. That's it. I'm okay take for that, and I don't care.
It's all right. Um, the only thing that I don't like about the new Aquaman movie is the fact that they have Amber Heard still playing in this movie.
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that because whenever I said he's basically SpongeBob with powers, she's basically Patrick Star.
She really is. Um,
Amber Turd, ladies and gentlemen, Amber Turd.
yeah. Um, but they do have all of the original cast. So Nicole Kidman coming back. They have the gentleman who played Black Manta. They're having him coming back. So the
Mm-hmm.
cast is pretty stacked. Okay, they have the person who played Orm, Patrick Wilson, who's coming back. So it's a pretty stacked cast as of right now. So I'm excited to see who's gonna make a guest appearance from the DC universe. Because at the end of Black Adam, we had Superman roll through. Okay,
Okay, you want to talk? Yeah, go ahead.
you know, in the Flash, you have um, Michael Keaton's Batman coming through. So with Aquaman,
Yeah.
I'm wondering who could possibly show up. I have my guest on who, but
I don't
let's
know,
see.
man. I don't know. Maybe, maybe this is my guess. Maybe Mermaid Man, and Barnacle Boy will show up. Maybe, maybe. They're heroes of justice as well.
Maybe.
And then we'll hear Aquaman raise that trident, and in the background we hear the background.
Yeah.
I'm hoping. And for those of you who listen, I hate Aquaman as the only DC hero. I hated, hate, you know, I hate Aquaman more than I hate Lex Luthor. Okay.
That's a
Now you want
pretty
to talk
big
about
hatred.
stacked? Yes, it is. I'm a very weird Texan. Okay, I am. Now you want to talk about stacks? Let's talk about stacks, shall we? Ladies and gentlemen, Deadpool 3. We're going to switch over from DC to Marvel. Deadpool 3. We actually get to see Wolverine in his actual animated suit again. With, as I shouldn't say again, teaming up with Ron Reynolds got pushed back because Ron Reynolds just had a new baby. Which, by the way, I know he's not listening, but he was. Congratulations, Ron Reynolds. It's
Mm-hmm.
awesome. Uh, but just we all seen Deadpool 1 and 2, and just the hilarious scenes. Every scene is hilarious. All the fourth wall breaks, all the commentary he made on himself while he's shooting people in the head and whatnot. Just hilarious. Now, Deadpool 2 was kind of thing. I wouldn't say disappointment. I didn't understand the whole kid save the kid bullcrap. I was
Yep.
kind of hoping he would shoot the kid in the head. To be honest, I mean he felt like a young whiny Bilbo Baggins. Okay, to me, it's what he felt like. But altogether, it was pretty funny. It was pretty cool. I didn't like the whole part where he was searching for his humanity and trying to join Vanessa in heaven or hell or limbo, whatever it is. And then just to realize at the end of it, they gave him a freaking time machine, which that's the worst thing you can possibly give Deadpool. But Deadpool 3, I wonder if they're going to incorporate that same time machine because we all know Logan, the movie Logan, he dies.
Yep.
Is it possible he uses that time machine to go back in time and prevent him from dying?
Oh, that's a good question.
I'm sorry for our listeners if we spitballing around and we're talking too fast. But there's just so much cool shit coming out that we can't hardly contain it. But it's something that we gotta think on. You know, uh, Deadpool. We always wanted Deadpool Wolverine to make a team up, and because we know in real life Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds are close friends,
Mm-hmm.
very close. Uh, you know, and I think they always teased about joining up, and we never thought it was going to happen, but now it's potentially to happen, and it's probably going to be the biggest breakthrough Marvel movie that comes out in that year.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for Deadpool 3. I want to see like what villain they're actually gonna face against, especially if they're bringing Logan, Hugh Jackman, into the fold. I think it has to be something big. It can't be like,
Yeah,
can't be Cable all over again. Like it has to be something huge for them to include Hugh Jackman into it. So,
yeah.
with that being said, how do you feel about them remaking Blade?
Wait, they're remaking Blade?
Yes, they are remaking Blade.
Okay, wait, I'm late for this particular party. You're remaking Blade? What?
Yep.
Wait. Okay, wait. Pump the brakes on the motherfucker. Okay, wait. Hold on, wait. Pause. Is Wesley Snipes Blade?
Nope.
Fuck this shit. I'm not watching it. Fuck this shit. Nope. 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 Nope.
Okay, so
Hell to the nope.
have you watched Luke Cage?
Who hasn't watched those? Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
The guy who plays
He,
Cottonmouth is the guy who's gonna be playing
oh my
Blade.
god. No. No, no, no. No. No, 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 no. I can't say no enough times to mean no. Cottonmouth is going to be Blade, really?
Yep.
Let me guess, they couldn't afford Wesley Snipes, or Wesley Snipes just refused.
I think Wesley Snipes is still in jail for tax evasion.
Shit, I forgot about that.
Yep.
They couldn't find another guy that I could actually pull off Wesley Snipes besides Cottonmouth.
I don't think so.
Damn it. Okay.
Yeah. So that's Blade. That one does not have a timeline on when it's supposed to be finished yet. So
Oh,
right
yeah.
now it's still in production. So let's wait and see if it's actually going to get made or not.
Okay.
So with
But
that,
I'll give it a chance. I'll give it a chance. I'll give it a chance.
okay. So as of right now, it's still yet to be determined. You know, if not,
Mm-hmm.
like most Marvel movies, it'll probably get pushed back maybe once or twice to get the right acting or the right actors to get through it. So,
So I'd probably be like, I would say, what, 2027?
maybe, most likely.
Okay.
They are
So what else we got on the list?
also going to be coming out with with the X-Men 97. It releases this fall in
Ooh,
2023.
ooh, ooh, the animated, the one I grew up watching. Correct.
Yep.
Yes.
So I'm excited.
Is it like, are they? Is it like the same animation? But is it the same type of animation like back in the '90s with different new episodes, or is it just reruns?
I have no idea. I have no idea. There's nothing yet to be released
Shit.
on that. So
Okay.
we'll wait and see on that. After that,
Okay.
it's another season of What If, you know, that one show that they put on Disney Plus. I don't know if you've
Yeah.
watched it, but they're basically making it
Yeah.
like, you
Yeah.
know, yeah, I didn't really like it.
What if Captain America was what's her face? What's her nuts? Captain British. I forget her name.
Yeah, Peggy or something like that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, Peggy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah, Captain Carter. My wife
Yep.
out of left field on that.
Good call.
Yeah,
Good
what
save.
if? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you, wifey.
Yep.
Me love you a long time.
Let's see. After that, I believe it's Ironheart. So I don't know if you've
Iron. Oh,
watched.
oh, oh.
So I don't know if you've watched the newest Black Panther movie, but Ironheart actually makes an appearance.
Yes, I watched the new Black Panther movie. It was awesome. I loved it.
Yes.
I'm actually kind of I'm on the fence with Ironheart. I really am.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I thought the Ironheart appearance in the new Black Panther movie was spot on.
Yeah. Especially if it was a quick
But
cameo.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm excited. I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence because depends on how the story goes with Ironheart. Does it take place before she made appearance in Wakanda, or is it after?
I would hope that it's before, just because of like Iron Man 1. Tony Stark does take you know, a couple of scenes to
Yeah,
actually build the entire Iron Man costume. And
yeah.
with Ironheart, I feel like it needs to have some type of backstory to tie it into Black Panther 2. So I'm excited
Okay.
for that, and that's
So
supposed to release either later on this year or beginning of next year. So
okay. And also, I want to go ahead and say if whoever's listening, if it's nobody, then we tried. But whoever's listening on the podcast, if you guys have any ideas whatsoever of what we should discuss or what we should talk about on the show, please don't be shy and let us know.
Mm-hmm.
Comment, message, say, hey guys, talk about this new game coming up or this new series coming up. We want to hear you guys' opinion or a recap or review. Guys, we're doing this for you guys. We want to be able to give y'all a great show. The two of us or the three of us or how many of us is doing it. And we want to be able to give y'all what you asked for. So don't be shy and let us know what you want us to talk about.
Exactly, exactly. So if there's something that you guys wholeheartedly want us to speak on and get our opinions on it, you're more than welcome to, drop it in the comments. You can always, excuse me, you can always just, DM us personally, I believe, on our YouTube channel. If you guys look us up on YouTube, it is the Zeonizer Podcast on YouTube. You can actually hit us up on Discord. So we do have a working Discord that we just established. If you like what you hear, you like what you see, you can follow us on YouTube. Please like or just subscribe, as well as hit that notification so that way you guys know when we go live, as well as hit us up on Discord. There's a section in there that
Now,
it's general lobby, so you guys can always go back and forth on ideas that you guys want us to talk about. So
now, also think, and also for y'all to think about this, we're not, most podcasts that won't, shout out and take credit for someone's idea. We're not like that. We're honest men. So if you're something that piques our interest and you tell us like a show or movie or a game or even a board game, for crying out loud, anything that may pique our interest as nerds, and we bring it on the air, we will credit you for the idea and tell you this idea is this conversation, this topic we're talking about comes from so and so so. So they know that we like to credit the people that gave us this idea because we're not about stealing ideas.
exactly. We give credit where credit is due. So if it's your idea and we use it, we're definitely gonna give you a shout out and give you credit for it. So we ain't that type of people. Um,
With yep. With that said, we're going to continue on with the show. We got a few more things left. I'm guessing Jerry, which, like I said, I'm Central Time, so I'm in Texas. He's in somewhere in Maryland. I don't know where. So
mm-hmm.
he's 2 hours ahead of me. I believe that's correct. No, he's an hour ahead of me. Excuse me.
Yep.
So he probably forgot, but he's probably asleep. You guys will meet Jerry sooner than later. Me and Dave are currently working on, hit the habit of him getting on and recording for us. He's a very shy dude, even though he doesn't want to admit it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but that time will come, and I know he'll forgive us because he knows that this is a team. We do this together. We thought we brought this on together.
Yep.
Um, but he would want us to carry on and and whatnot. But he will be on the show, I guarantee you. And trust me, ladies, if you're listening to this, he's taken. Okay, he's taken. I speak on his behalf. He's taken. It's not me he's with. Okay, if he's with me, trust me, he can't afford me. All right, I'm expensive. Okay, so he's with a lovely woman. So for the ladies out there, he's taken. Okay, I'm taken as well as Dave.
Yep.
This ain't this ain't Step Brothers boats and hoes. Okay, this ain't Step Brothers boats and hoes.
Yeah.
So we're just bros trying to have a good time and bring it to you guys. So we're gonna continue with this. Sorry for the delay. Sorry for going off topic here. We just want you guys to know that. So what else we got on the list here, David?
I mean, that's pretty much it for the first episode. I mean, we gotta save some content for later on down the line, right?
Oh, but I wanna say before we go off there, thank you guys for hearing us out,
Yep.
hearing us ramble, hear old nerds ramble. Well, excuse me, I'm the oldest nerd. Apparently, considering to somebody, I'm the oldest nerd. Whatever, asshole. Um,
Love you too, guy.
we have we just found out before recording. We found out that Diablo 4 is coming out June 5th.
Yep.
Now, I played Diablo 1, 2, and 3. I cannot begin, and Immortal. I cannot tell you how excited I am. I didn't even know about this. I didn't watch the Video Game Awards. I didn't watch any kind of Game Radar or IGN or anything like that. I was on the
Mm-hmm.
Xbox, and I saw the Xbox store, games coming soon. Diablo 4 cross-platform, and it's coming. It's going down because me and Jerry both have an Xbox, and I think Dave has a PlayStation. Is
Yep.
that correct?
Yep. Got a PS4.
So we're
Waiting to get a
yep.
PS5.
Okay. So we are going to come June 5th, if not the day of, the day after. We are going to hop on immediately. We're going to stream for you guys. We're going to be on Discord, Twitch, and we're going to do YouTube and Facebook and a whole bunch of other platforms. We're going to stream Diablo to the best of our abilities. We're going to have some fun. We're going to have some laughs. Uh, and however we're going to do it, we hope you guys can join us and soothe in the chaos and the laughter and the fun that we're going to have.
Yeah, so we're like you said, we're gonna try to stream it as best as we can. I've played all of the Diablo games, 1, 2, 3, Immortal. I'm a huge fan of the entire series, so the fact that they're coming out with another one, it's just amazing. So I'm excited for the storyline. Um, I'm excited to see what they're gonna come out with, man. So can't wait for that to finally drop.
But like we said, we thank you guys for spending however much time this podcast was to listen to us rant, listen to us talk about some of the new projects, Power Rangers, Marvel, DC, all the new stuff coming out. And just know that, whatever's coming out, Marvel, DCY, Star Wars, Lego, hell, cooking, I don't care. Whatever it is, we'll talk about it on the show. Drop a like, drop a comment, whatever you guys want.
Yep.
And if it's something you guys want us to talk about, like my boy Phenomenal said, tell us. Don't be shy. We don't bite. We have our shots. Okay. Don't be shy. All right. We will, like I said, we will be at PMC 2024.
Yep.
If y'all are on the West Coast, we hope to see y'all there for my fellow Central peeps. If you can't go, we're going to have a live stream. We're going to be gaming. We're going to be talking about PMC. We're going to be talking about a whole buttload of stuff. And for
Oh
the
yeah.
people in the East Coast, if you're not freezing your asses off in the East Coast, tune in, listen to us, hear us out, and hopefully we bring a lot of laughs and a lot of joy because that's what we're doing this for.
Exactly. Three nerds just trying to have a good time, just talk about things and, see what the world has, whether they agree with us or disagree with us. At the end of the day, it's all our opinion. If you don't like it, we do apologize, but, we're not perfect. We each have our own opinions and we each abide by it. So if you don't agree
Exactly.
with it, hey, you know what? We love you nonetheless, but it is what it is. So don't take your hard feelings for it. This is not, to hurt you, not to hurt you. It's not to insult you or anything like that. If you feel uncomfortable, then there's a pause button and an exit button for a reason, folks. So, but if you do love what you hear, if you do enjoy this first episode, please like, comment, and subscribe, as well as this is going to be going on our YouTube channel, the Zeonizer Podcast, and hit that bell notification so that way you know exactly when we go live, as well as when we upload any videos. So, it's going to be a mixture of videos. There's this one that's just a standalone, just has our voices on it. There's going to be some that has our faces on it, as well as when we start doing gameplay, they're going to have the gameplay footage on it. So, keep an eye out for all of it. So, we're here to have some fun, are we not?
Yep. Now, thank you guys. We cannot fathom and we cannot, possibly thank you guys for everything. Um, until then, until then, my name is Jeremy, aka Mr. Fun Guy, and my cohort is.
This is your boy David, aka Phenomenal Miklo. Make sure to follow us on YouTube, as well as follow me on Twitch, if not always on Discord. So,
And as for our third cohort, Jerry, aka J3D,
yep.
he'll be on. Hopefully next time we do a podcast, we're like I said, we're working on this stuff. But we are the Zeonizer Podcast, or the Zeonizer Musketeers. Thank you and good night.
Good night, folks.